Hi, it's Rich Durrani. Thanks for watching TMC Net's Editors Day, Santa Clara 2015. On our program is Jim Kruger with Polycom. Jim, how are you?
I'm doing great, Rich. How are you?
Fantastic, thanks.
Good.
So, your company's a major player in the audio-video space, the VoIP endpoints, UC endpoints, right? You've really, I guess, blazed a trail in the market for decades. And I'm curious, what are you seeing in the market these days?
Well, there's quite a transformation going on in the market with different business models, moving from premise-based to hybrid models to cloud models. And I think customers are working differently in the market today. There's really the workplace of the future where there's a lot more open spaces. People want to work where they want to work. In virtual places, could be in a coffee shop, could be their home office, could be at a customer location where they need to talk to somebody who's an expert from their company. So we're seeing quite a bit of transition in the market, which opens the door for opportunity.
Very exciting. And
yes.
It's good to see that you're innovating as well, because, you know, as has been the theme over and over again, it's basically you have to innovate to stay relevant these days because things are moving faster than ever.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, a couple of key areas that we're really focused on, and what we constantly hear back from our customers is just make it easy to use, make it simple. And so we put a lot of effort into new technologies, but technologies that the customer doesn't have to touch. It's technology that's embedded into the solution. For example, one of our new technologies is called Noise Block, and it solves a key problem where somebody is typing on a keyboard during a call, and it disrupts the call. We've invented technology that automatically blocks that out and deciphers between somebody talking and somebody typing on a keyboard, somebody opening up a bag of potato chips, things of that sort. So that's one example of an innovation that we've brought to market.
That is really, really cool. Okay. So how about Cracker Jacks, just out of curiosity? It's the next revision, right?
Exactly.
The next version will be Cracker Jacks.
Exactly.
So that's an extremely useful thing. I think can you do anything with that heavy breather? There always seems to be one on the conference calls.
We're working on that, absolutely.
Okay, so basically make things easier, make things better, make the user experience better, right? Those are some of the things you're focusing on.
Yes.
The recent years have seen a tremendous number of new competitors in the video space, and they're new. They're coming at the market from different angles, and you're obviously a more established player. You know, you've got this huge book of patents and of intellectual property going back for decades. How are you competing when you go to customers against these newer companies that are out there?
Yeah, so competition is good. It keeps you on your toes. It keeps you inventing, and so a lot of the smaller competitors are focused on typically a small sliver of the market, one specific application. And they're trying to disrupt within that specific area. I think one of the key competitive advantages that Polycom has is, number one, our experience in the market and really understanding what customer needs are. We work very closely with our customers, are constantly in listening mode to what their needs are, and solving real-world problems like the Noise Block solution that I just talked about. And then also working with partners. The likes of Microsoft, and making sure that our technology integrates extremely well into their environment. And then pretty much any environment that a customer has, whether it be a Cisco environment, an Avaya environment, a Microsoft environment, Polycom technology plugs into that solution so that you don't have to rip and replace your existing solution.
Okay, those are great differentiators. Fantastic. Now, you also have the challenge of some of the Asian competitors, right? And so some of them are low price, some of them are low price with moderate quality, and some of them are higher quality with low price. Is there some competitive positioning statement that you have on, how you compete against that threat?
Yeah, I mean, a big piece of it is just overall experience, customer experience, the quality that you get in terms of both the audio, the video, and content sharing capabilities. And then also making it manageable within the enterprise, and making sure that it's focused again on solving real-world problems. So other examples of that are face lightning technology. So there are many times when you're in a video conference, for example, where the lighting is not great. Again, the user doesn't have to do anything, but our software technology automatically brightens the face of that user so that the user on the far end has a better experience. And those types of technologies are things that, again, are from Polycom's experience listening to our customers that our competitors are not bringing to market.
And at the end of the day, we're sitting here, we're talking a lot about products and technologies and things like that, but what your company really produces is solutions that make your customers more efficient. It makes their companies run more productively. It makes them more profitable at the end of the day, right? So, and that's something that I think we forget as an industry. We forget a lot of times to talk about. We're so busy talking about HD voice and noise cancellation. We don't focus on that, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's many examples across many industries. One is in the healthcare side of things, in terms of treating patients that have a stroke, and being able to immediately have the doctor dial into that room and do a diagnosis, look at the patient's pupils, and be able to prescribe the drugs within a matter of seconds, which makes a huge difference with a stroke patient. So that's one example, but there are many examples relative to bringing products to market quicker, driving innovation within a company, and teaching students. Higher education is a great application where many universities have actually turned that into a revenue opportunity, because you can only fit so many students within a classroom. If you can expand that across the world, they have increased their revenue base based on that.
And that's an important thing. I didn't want to be indelicate mentioning with the telemedicine example that there's new revenue opportunities, but really that's what's happening with you. If you look at the market for medical care in the U.S., for example, in some cases it's not feasible to have a doctor in rural areas, and if you're not using technology like the kind you provide, I mean, not only is a doctor able to make money from a place that they're not geographically located, but a person is able to get some kind of attention, some kind of treatment, medical treatment, in an area where there's no physical doctor. So it's
Exactly.
kind of a win-win, right? There's revenue generation, and there's also better health care or better service.
Exactly. Yeah, and we're enabling people to download software directly to their own devices and being able to connect. So as we move into more healthcare into the home, things of that sort, you don't need any type of special equipment. You simply download a solution, a software to your own device, and/or click on a link and be able to connect right to a doctor.
So my company has, as you know, we've got a show in the WebRTC space where we're actually rebranding it to real-time web solutions. It's really what's happening now on the internet. It's real-time. It's the web. And for a company like yours, I imagine there's tremendous potential, because the more endpoints you get out there, the better. The more video conferencing there is, the better. Is that how you see?
Absolutely. So all tides rise. So as you get more utilization and integrate video into the web, video into different applications, and being able to use it from any device, whether, again, it be a laptop, a tablet, or a smartphone, definitely gives you the capability to connect to more people, and you get the whole network effect, and that drives additional usage in conference rooms. It drives additional usage in terms of services and things of that sort. Absolutely.
Fantastic. Is there anything else we should know about what you guys
Well,
do?
yeah, we just had a significant milestone in our company. We celebrated our 25th year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we also had the largest and most successful launch in the history of the company. We launched a whole set of new products on October 7th and combined that with our 25th year anniversary. So we did something pretty unique. We actually, for the first time, did a fully global launch. And in the celebration of 25 years, we had 25 locations around the world that not only celebrated our anniversary, but also celebrated the product launch as well. So we brought some really innovative new products into the market. One is one that everybody loves and is familiar with, which is the triangular-shaped conference phone. And most people know that as a voice-only product. We've transformed that triangular-shaped conference phone into not only being able to do just the most amazing audio in the world, but we've also added content and video capabilities into that same conference phone. So it's a beautiful new next-generation design, has a beautiful color touch display, and it's extremely simple to use. One-touch connection to conferences, and then adding content and video capabilities to that to make it dead simple is a big winner. We've received just tremendous feedback from our customers in terms of wanting to deploy that across all of their smaller huddle rooms within the enterprise. The second product we brought to market is called Real Presence Debut, and that is a all-in-one video codec with a mechanical pan, tilt, and zoom camera. It does 1080p video as well as content at a much lower price to be able to deploy in a matter of minutes. Once you connect it in, it automatically provisions in smaller huddle rooms and conference rooms. And that's probably about a 40 to 50 million conference room opportunity for those two specific products that we're targeting. And then the third and last one, which is really redefining the way people collaborate in a room, is we've released a new product called Real Presence Centro. And that has 4 27-inch color touch displays, and it goes in the center of a room or a center of an open space, and it has a 360-degree camera that automatically comes out of the center of the unit when you start up a conference. So when you walk into the room or into an open space, it has proximity sensors, automatically wakes the unit up, has calendar integration so that you can see your meeting right on the screen. You touch it and you automatically join the conference. And what it does that's very, very different than anything else in the market is it puts those on the far end in the center of the conference. And it creates a natural environment in the round of how people are used to working. It gives you the capability to create a whole different atmosphere within a collaboration room or open space area to be able to have longer meetings, engineering meetings, forecasting meetings, things of that sort. And the people on the far end have a much different experience because that camera is right in the middle of the room. It's a 360-degree camera. It automatically tracks the speaker within that room and gives you a view of everybody within that room. So if I'm on the far end, and if you and I were talking in a room, the people on the far end are going to see our face eye to eye, versus if there were a monitor up on the wall, I'd be turning my head, and the people on the far end typically see the back of my head or the side of my head, and they're not really included in the conference. So it solves a couple of key problems relative to video collaboration today and creates a whole new paradigm around how you collaborate.
And that was from the roundtable technology we were talking about a little bit earlier, right?
It was. The camera technology
That's
is
great.
the 360-degree camera technology that we leveraged from the original roundtable, yes. Yeah.
Really, really exciting. Can't wait to see all this stuff in action. And congrats on the 25 years. And
Thank you.
Some products, they sound absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we're very excited about it and getting a lot of positive feedback from our customers.
You should be. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks for
All right.
being here.
All right. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate it.